The purpose of today's vlog is to talk about something really important in staying productive, and that is using the in-between time effectively. I just hooked the Giving Tree trailer up to my car, and then I'm headed to Spring Hill to do a senior center. Spring Hill is about an hour or so away from my apartment, so you and I, we've got a little bit of time together. So what do I mean by in-between time? I think of in-between time as the time between your obligations during your day and trying to make it as productive as possible. So, for instance, Spring Hill is a good distance between what I have to do later on today, which is teach drumline at Sickles High School, where I've been teaching this is year number 8 of teaching there. So during that in-between time, once I get done with this senior center, I am going to find a library and I'm going to set up shop. And I'm going to be there for about 3-4 hours just getting computer stuff done. I'm going to be writing some music for schools. I'm going to be editing some video. I'll probably edit some of this video, in fact. Just trying to use the in-between time as effectively as possible. Now, making the use of this in-between time effective took some planning on my part. See, all of my video stuff is located on a hard drive, and I had to plan ahead knowing that I wanted to use this in-between time to edit some videos. I knew that I would have to bring the hard drive with me. So part of using your in-between time well is planning for it before the in-between time shows up.
You have reached the residence at Timber Pines. Our receptionist is currently helping another caller. If you know your party's extension number, please enter it at any time. For a dial by name directory, please press 1. To leave a general message, please press 2 or remain on the line. Thank you for calling.
Got to go to the front of the building. Hi, I'm Paul Gavin with Giving Tree Music. I've got your drum circle at 10:30. You see that? Cut my hand on the trailer. Hi, would you like a tambourine, or I can get you a drum if you want? I bet you're a tambourine pro. I bet you're a tambourine pro. Here, I'll hand this one to you, okay? I think you'll enjoy it. Easy. Let me hear you say, drumming is easy.
I got it. Drumming is easy.
Say it like you mean it. Say, drumming is easy.
Drumming is easy.
I'm going to show you how easy it is. First, let's start by making one sound together like this. Watch. One sound. There you go. All right, that was a good time. I think music is important in every community. And presenting a drum circle to senior centers offers them an opportunity to experience music. And not just experience like hearing music, because people go to senior centers and play music at seniors all the time. But when you bring drums and you play the drums with them, then they're experiencing making music. That means they're doing movement. That means they're being creative. It's stimulating their mind. And you know, these seniors that get left in these centers, sometimes they stop getting mind stimulation. And so it feels good to be a part of that. Now, obviously, it's not for everyone. It does take a certain level of charisma with strangers to make something like that happen. It takes a great deal of patience. There was this one lady, I walked in, I'm bringing drums, tambourines, I'm smiling, and then she looks at me and she's like, "This is stupid." I was like, "All right, sister, well, why don't I just hand you a tambourine and then let's talk about stupid in 7 minutes when I got you playing the tambourine." So it takes like a degree of patience and like calm to deal with a situation like that. But if those are the kind of things that work for you, then maybe you should make some contacts with some senior centers and see if you could book this kind of thing for you. Maybe not exactly this. I don't know if you have a trailer full of drums like I do, but maybe a singing thing while you play the guitar. I don't know. Think of something. Think of an interactive program. I just put a video up about expanding your idea of what a pro musician does. That might be one you want to check out, so I'll link it up at the top. It's 11:45 a.m. right now, and I just made good bank doing that. Something worth thinking about. It's something worth thinking about. Okay, so as far as this in-between time that I've been talking about, it's 11:45 and there's two things that I need to do. I need to get some food and I need to find a library where I can start getting my computer work done. It's super important to remember that your in-between time is urgent. You need to move when you have that in-between time. I don't understand how like people on gigs, like you get there early, you get set up and then you just like sit around. I don't understand what you're doing. I don't think I've ever done that my entire career. It has always been get there early, get set up, and then if there's 15 minutes, if there's 20 minutes, if there's above 15 minutes, I'm taking my computer and I'm going somewhere and I'm knocking out these stupid emails. I'm doing something with that time. I think every minute is a minute you can use to advance your career or not advance your career. I want to use every minute I can to advance my career. So when I have that in between time, I'm making use of it. Just another tip for your in-between time, try to go somewhere where you won't be distracted. Sometimes that's kind of hard to find. I know once in a while the best place for me to do my in-between time is just in my car. Sometimes that's the best place to go. If you're out and around and people want to come talk to you, if you're on a gig and everything, but if you can get somewhere where no one's going to be talking to you and distracting you, then it's easier to get your work done. I was planning for a library, but I decided on the nearby Starbucks because it's a little bit closer to the school, which will give me more time, and I'm trying to maximize this in-between time. The good thing about doing this at Starbucks is that it's quiet and nobody's gonna bother you, and they'll give you a free water. It's 1:28 right now, and I'm gonna try to get a couple hours of writing in and get some footage loaded onto my hard drive in this time, and then right after that, head over to Sickles, teach drumline, and I'll be done with the day. Well, all right, I feel pretty good about that use of that in-between time that I've been talking about. I got about 2 hours of work in on the last movement for one of the schools that I write for, which is a lot of important progress. I got all of the drumline parts written. I could have used this time to chill and do nothing. I could have used this time to take a nap in the car. I could have used this time to watch Netflix or something like that, but instead I used the time to put in a little bit of work, and I've moved closer to the freedom of not having the responsibility of writing people's music on my head, so I can focus on the bands that I'm trying to start, so I can focus on learning more piano and learning more music theory, so I can focus on practicing the drums. I'm able to focus on those things a little bit sooner, 2 hours sooner, because I spent this in-between time wisely. I would suggest when you have in-between time that you do the same from now on. With that said, I think I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna head over to Sickles High School and teach drumline for about 3 hours, and after that, I will be free to do more work. That's right. If this is your first time on the channel, my name is Paul Gavin. I've been making my entire living as a freelance musician for well over 3 years now, and I try to share just a little bit that I know about doing this professionally with other people who might be interested in it. That's the purpose of this channel. If you found any value in this video, I would so appreciate a thumbs up. You'd be surprised how much of a difference that actually makes. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, you probably want to do that because that'll keep you informed as I put out more videos, and more videos are coming. Please continue to allow me to be the person that tells you that you can, while other people tell you you can't. I'll see you in the next video.